cryptocurrency market is getting crushed into Labor Day weekend. Litecoin down 18%, Dash down 16, Ripple down 16, Ethereum down 15, Bitcoin down 6%. And this is heading into this is Labor Day Monday right now at 2 p.m. And so what's going on? Is this a good thing or a bad thing? Well, I was expecting some kind of drop soon, something in this area. And I put well, the reason is because we kind of had this corrective wave all the way down here and had kind of like a 1, 2, 3, 4, and then a 1, 2, 3, and then either we get a small 4, 5, or not. But something in this region, if you zoom out here, this is Ethereum, by the way. If you zoom out here, you'll see that the previous high was just north of 400, and so something here in this 390 to 400 range should have acted as resistance. And I personally put I sold a bunch at 375, and I put an order at 400 to sell, but that did not trigger. And actually, in hindsight, I should have just, anytime you have those psychological numbers, it always gets really close to it, and if you actually want it to get filled, you want to put it just a little bit lower. And so that's a lesson for me in terms of exiting, placing more proper sell limits. But now that I exited a bunch at 375, I rebought some at 305 and 290, and I still have some gunpowder in case it gives a better buying opportunity. But yeah, that's the key. If you're able to see these kind of bigger trends and resistance zones and pretty much sell in the resistance zone and then rebuy in support. So this is kind of support region along with this 270 region where it previously kind of dipped down. And so if you can kind of have gunpowder available, then that would be a good thing. Now, Bitcoin has been stronger than Ethereum, surprisingly. I thought Ethereum would kind of take over Bitcoin. That's kind of what Fred Wilson's prediction was as well. But right now, Bitcoin has been stronger. There is support in this region, so I think buys in this kind of 3,000. Ideally, if this falls closer to 3,400, 3,300, that would be a good buy. Right now, it could also be a buy if you had sold some. I personally sold. I did not trade this one as well as I did with Ethereum. I sold some around 40, I forget, 45 and 4,800. But then I also rebought. So I rebought here. So I think this could have some more room to consolidate first before moving up. But if you believe in the long-term trend, always have a core holding. So I actually have two different accounts. One account is I don't even touch. That's like my long-term hold. And then the other one I actively trade in and out of. So just in case I sell at the wrong time, at least my core positions will always be intact. So that's kind of one approach that I take for the cryptocurrency, especially because it's so volatile. And when there is a dip, you want to make sure you do have cash to buy in on that opportunity. And given that there's been such a large drop into this Labor Day weekend, I expect it to probably pull back just a little bit more into the week, but that also could be a buying opportunity. So if you think it is a buying opportunity, just always make sure that you have some cash available to buy in. But in terms of why did it fall, well, besides the 5-wave pattern, you could also look at some news, and the news related to cryptocurrencies is that China banned ICOs. So ICOs, if you don't know what that stands for, that's initial coin offering. That's, in a way, it's a way that a lot of people are kind of like raising money by forming their own kind of public offering, their own coin offering, and giving it to the public and seeking investor interest and then selling it to them. But the thing is, there's a lot of scams, right? So a lot of scam companies create their own ICOs and like get people interested, but really it's just a pump and dump. And so it's not surprising that a country like China is banning ICOs. But this news came just 8 hours ago, and if you look at the chart, it's kind of exacerbated the pullback a little bit. So that could be part of it. And if you go to tradingview.com, you get these charts, and you scroll down. I believe they have some headlines here. So, for example, here, Bitcoin price corrects on China news, but uptrend still intact. I mean, these are people's opinions, and this was published on Yahoo Finance. You can disagree or agree. It's up to you. But yeah, I do believe the long-term trend is up, which is why I have a longer-term account for that. But when I see opportunities to sell, such as this one, it was clearer in Ethereum because you had something to compare it to. So when I saw an opportunity to sell, then I took that opportunity to sell, and that gives me some more opportunities to buy when it pulls back like it is right now. So a lot of you have also been asking me how to buy Ethereum or even sell Ethereum, Bitcoin, all these cryptocurrencies on Coinbase without a fee. So I'm going to make a video next on that, on how you can avoid the fee. So just as a quick preview, this is like one of my transactions. I bought Bitcoin with my bank. I also bought one with my credit card. And you look at the credit card fee, it's like $86, right? On a $2,000 transaction, that's $86. That's humongous in terms of percentage. And when you do it through a bank, it's not as bad, but it's still pretty bad. So you go through a bank, and it's like a $35 fee. So either way, you want to avoid this. So when I saw this, I was like, what the F? So I figured out another way to go around this fee, and I'll show you that in the next video.